Hey, it's Thomas, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Let's do a little housekeeping before we move on to the reading. The housekeeping today is me giving away my Rider-Waite tarot deck. Yes, the tarot deck I have used for years. I love this deck. It's a wonderful deck, but it is time for it to find a new home and to be retired. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away in a drawing. And if you want to be entered into the drawing, what you will do is at the end of the video, hit the like button and hit the comments. Type in something in comments, whatever you want in the comments. Once you hit the like button and you do the comments, I will put your name in the hat with everybody else who's done the same. And on the 20th, I will draw a first, a second, and a third name. I will post those three names. Whoever is the top one will have 48 hours to get back to me. And when you get back to me, and you have my email address, of course, I'll say that the email address will be there, and you can let me know your address, and I will mail you these cards. If you don't respond within 48 hours, then I move down to number 2. So number 1 first, then number 2, you get 48 hours. If not, then number 3. Hopefully one of you will respond, and maybe even the first one. So again, if you want to be interested, if you're interested in these cards and you want to draw, then go ahead and hit the like button and then put a comment in there. And once I receive the like and the comment, I will add you to the drawing. Again, we do not draw until the 20th, so keep that in mind. Now let's get to the reading. Enjoy the reading. Thank you. Hello, Capricorn. This is Thomas, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and this is your reading for the week of March 14th through the 20th. I hope all is well with you. Let's get right to it. Let's see what Spirit and Universe has for you this week. I'm going to stop right there. First card out. 3 of Swords. Second card out, the Judgment card. Third card out, the 4 of Pentacles. And the fourth card is that Devil card. The card that clarifies the 3 of Swords is the 4 of Wands. The Death card underneath the Judgment card. The Ace of Swords, which clarifies that 4 of Pentacles. And then the 2 of Swords, clarifying that devil energy. The reading on the bottom, the card on the bottom of the deck is the general and overall energy for the whole reading, and that is that Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords energy is very strong energy. She's a very determined, strong energy. Not male or female necessarily. Again, it's an energy we're talking about. And that energy is also someone who is patient, but someone who is forceful, someone who knows what they want and will go for it. Sometimes you got to get a little pushy about it, and they will. But again, generally speaking, they're very patient as they move forward. They're also very methodical. They're generally somebody who's very reasonable. So this week, your energy from Tarot is saying, be that patient energy, be that strong, determined energy. If you've come with an idea and you know that idea to be right, then you stick with it. You do it in a very a velvety glove way. In other words, you don't come down with an iron fist. You kind of finagle it, but be patient and keep working through it. Now, the energy for you specifically this week, this is your personal energy, and that is that 3 of Swords. That 3 of Swords has a few different meanings. The one very obvious meaning, of course, is a third-party situation. So the question is are you in a relationship or a situation where somebody is not being quite honest with you, somebody who's stepping out, or are you stepping out? And it seems to go to the home front because we're looking at the 4 of Wands, which is that home celebration card. So the question is did somebody step out and then they're coming back? So is this the week that things are patched up and maybe they came back to you? Because again, this is that celebratory kind of energy. So it's a celebration of family and friends. So is it a celebration of that, or is it a celebration that you finally have found out? That's a good question. The other thing is that Judgment card. Again, what you put out there, you get back. So the Judgment card tends to tell me that maybe, again, is that you've been in a situation, in a relationship where there has been some cheating or something going on, and that has changed. And so the person left, went away, found out, they realized they missed you more than they thought. And the Death card tells you, again, the change is coming, they're coming back. So again, the change in the situation, the change in that relationship has brought them back to you. Now, during this week, again, while you're dealing with that issue, you also have the budgetary issues. You have those constraints and those concerns. Now, if, again, they have been cheating and you're looking at maybe cutting the ties, with them, then the judgment card would make sense in that regard too, because that judgment card would say it's time for them to pay the piper for what they've done. The change card means that, hey, they are out of here. The economics could be impacted in a negative way, but it's okay. You'll figure out a way to make it happen, because that's what that card means. So it depends on how you see it. Now, the devil card's out there messing around, playing around with things, and he's the one that's kind of making things kind of messy. So this is a strange reading. Now, the good part is that if indeed you saw this as a return, somebody's coming back, well, then the thing is that the devil card is going to make you, it's going to hang in there with you. It's going to mess with your mind and say, okay, well, there's, do you trust? Can you trust? Will you trust? Those kind of things. And this is that Two of Swords. That Two of Swords energy is saying, you know what? I don't know what to think. I don't know what the way to go, because I'm just confused. Well, that's an understandable situation. Let's give us some clarification on this. I do want to read this in one other way, because again, I've given you kind of the relationship situation, but let's look at this from another situation. Okay. And that is that you've been frustrated. There's been an issue at work. There's been somebody at work here that somebody who has been, I don't know, planting seeds and doing some kind of backbiting stuff. And don't worry, it's going to work out at work. It should be fine. Now they're going to be called out. They're going to be found out and called out. And don't be surprised if somebody who did this winds up getting in a situation where they may even lose their job from it. And that's their own fault. It's going to impact their finances, not yours, but that's not your fault again. It's not your situation. You're going to think new about them because you didn't expect it. You had no idea this person would be this kind of person, but they are. And that's troubling to you, because it's going to make you now not trust a lot of people. But don't buy into this energy. Do not buy into this energy. Remember, when you see this energy here, you have this male and female here, and that male and female have loose change, which means they can get from this. Again, they can break that chain. They can break that cycle. Again, they have the opportunity, they have choices. Do they go with the negative? Do they go with the positive? That's their choices. So again, this could be a situation, again, where somebody at work is kind of talking crap about you, talking smack about you. You thought they were a friend, you thought they were a good work colleague, and instead they're tearing you down. But don't worry, again, you're going to find them out, which is good. And they're going to be brought to, the right and wrong. Right and wrong will pay itself off. So change is coming for them, and it's not going to be a good change for them. That's unfortunate. Let's go back to the first, because I shuffled the cards while we were talking about that other thing, but let's go back to the first, which again is that relationship situation. No matter what the situation that happens, whether it's the person is just walking out or is coming back, the one thing to know is, again, the finances are going to work themselves out. That Queen of Pentacles is that patient energy. Be patient, be patient, patient. The finances are going to work themselves out. So don't focus on the patience. Don't focus on the issues. And no matter what it is, get moving with it. Don't sit around. Don't wait for things to happen. It's not time for that now. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Whatever the situation, keep moving. Don't let grass grow under your feet. Don't let things grow, take root. Just keep moving. You know what? Again, you've done a lot of groundwork to prepare for any of these kind of unstable situations, destabilization situations. So just keep moving forward, and know that you got it. There's that moving forward card. Again, keep moving forward, keep pressing forward. Just keep working at it. This is going to take a while. This whole process, no matter whether they've left or they're left and come back, whichever it was, is going to take a while for you to get over. This is not a one-time, one deal, one situation. Oh, give me a day or two to be sad and come back from it. No, this is some severe hurt. So again, it's going to take healing. Healing's going to take a while. This is a longer process. And that's what I told you, the healing. I just said the healing. And there you go. So make sure you get that healing done. Take the time to give yourself the healing. Again, you have choices. Sometimes they don't work out the way you want, but that's what you see. Okay. And don't be surprised if, I wouldn't be surprised if you are somebody who they just got walked out on. It was a friend. A friend was messing around with your better half. This is what this card's saying. A friend was in the picture. A friend did this. Not a very good friend, don't you think? If that's the case. Anyway, bad situation. But don't worry. You're work through it. You're going to get through it. So hang in there. Capricorn, this is not a good week, unfortunately, for you. This is not a week not a memorable week for you, but it will be, it may be memorable in some ways, but it's not going to be a week that you want to remember. I'll put it that way. This is a week that you will eventually want to forget. And with that said, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment. Hit that subscribe button below with the little icon bell, and you'll be notified when I upload stuff. And with that said, I'm going to let you hit that like button, by the way, too. I would appreciate it if you could. I know it's not a great reading because it doesn't give you warm and fuzzies, but it does give you information. So if you could hit the like button, I would certainly appreciate it. You take care, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.